Our attention is being directed constantly from one post to the other, from one app to the other, and slowly we're losing control over it. I recently saw this documentary on Netflix called Social Dilemma, and that helped me realize why we have such short attention spans these days. Now imagine if your body was put in a mechanical Iron Man sort of suit and it was made to go from one spot to the other without putting any effort from your end. The machine would do all the work for you. You would get so used to this machine and slowly lose the ability to work your muscles in the proper way in order to even walk. You would literally forget how to walk. And how do I know that to be true? Well, think back to your childhood or when you were younger to a skill that you possessed. Maybe you knew how to play an instrument, maybe a sport. How good are you still at that instrument or sport if you haven't practiced it in years? You're probably trash. So am I. I used to be great at basketball. When I picked up the ball recently, I was trash. And that's only because when you don't practice a skill, slowly you begin to lose it. We often forget the ability to focus your attention on something is actually a skill. You can get better at it. But thanks to social media, our attention is constantly being pushed from one thing to the other without us guiding it. And slowly but surely, we are losing the ability to focus. And maybe you feel like a skill that has now atrophied, such as your ability to play basketball or a sport, or maybe play an instrument, has now atrophied. And you're like, it doesn't matter. I don't care if I lost that ability. Your ability to focus on something, to give it attention, is not a skill you can afford to lose. Because if in case you haven't noticed, we are slowly losing our ability to focus and give attention to the things that matter most. Maybe we're not able to give adequate attention to our work, which is stopping us from being successful. Maybe we're not able to give our attention to our loved ones, our family, our friends, because we're constantly on our phones. Maybe we're losing our ability to focus and give attention to our goals, the wishes that we had in mind. And most importantly, maybe we're losing the ability to focus on life itself. And life is not waiting for us. Life is happening right now around you. And if you don't pay attention, it's going to pass you by like that. So invest your time on things, people, skills, relationships that will actually give you something if you pay attention to them. So pick up that basketball and start playing again. Pick up that guitar, practice, give your attention to things like meditation, which help you focus on one thing. And if meditation isn't your thing, don't worry about it. Practice a skill, because that in itself is how you develop the focus, your ability to focus and pay attention on one single object. So if you've watched this video so far, thank you for giving me your attention, and I hope you got something beneficial out of this video. If you did, please leave me a like, subscribe button, follow button, or whichever app you're following this on or watching this on. Just give me some sort of feedback so that I know there is some impact that I can make with these videos. And I know there are people out there who are actually benefiting from this sort of form. I'll see you in the next video.